guess I like to do a lot. Well, I guess it just kind of started in high school. I had wood shop, and it was a really nice creative outlet. My teacher, though, at the end of it, he looked me in the eyes, and he said to me, "Reiner, you're such a waste of potential," because I wasn't making anything worthwhile. I was just making what I wanted to make, which, I mean, I understand where he's coming from. Like, I did my personal projects. One of the big projects I did was made a vacuum forming machine with my buddy. My first costume was with that vacuum forming machine. And then I made a jetpack, a Boba Fett jetpack. Pulled a couch apart from the trash and made like a plague doctor mask out of it. I had plans for a tank. I took apart this RC truck that I had been working on. The 3D printing just started. The 3D printing opens up so many possibilities. It's kind of infinite. I had a class, critical play. You had to make a diorama as well as a 3D model of a city. And that was my favorite thing of all time. That was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun making dioramas. I think that is probably my favorite thing to do. Everything's been kind of pretty much self-taught. I did a set of Halo armor, like Master Chief in high school. Wore that to school. The switch to theater was because, yeah, I don't want to do business for the rest of my life. That sounds horrible. And so it was kind of on a whim I switched to theater. And I was like, this is going to be it. And then I got in there, and it's not an art school. And so I figured you can teach yourself art to an extent. You can't really teach yourself a business degree. So that was half the rationale to switching back to business. I would just get a job that can fund my hobby, hate my day life, and love my nightlife, which is a pretty wretched place to be, I think. But then also, with kind of the movie industry and that whole industry, you don't need a degree. Film is where I want to be, for sure. I would love to, I mean, it's like such a cliche thing to say, but go to Los Angeles, because everyone I've talked to that's into industry, they're like, that's the first thing you have to do. You have to just be there. You have to be there. A friend, he worked on Shameless. He might have been production assistant. Anyway, he started as a boom guy. He just, responded to a Craigslist ad. They asked him, have you ever boomed before? And he's like, no. At all. So they took him. One thing that I definitely do not regret about the theater major is the people I've met. So one of the people in my theater class, he was looking for actors, and I was like, hey, I'm 6'1", just doing exactly what the guy told me, and I'll boom for you. And he's like, okay. And so yeah, I show up at the, he just tells me, show up at this place at midnight. I'm like, okay. And so I do, and yeah, it turned out to be, it blossomed, and it's been a wonderful experience working with those people so far. Yeah, it's nice to get that experience on a set. This is what's gonna bring it together, because these costumes, they've been attempted before. It's trash. Sometimes the body's good, but the helmet's not. Sometimes the helmet's good, but the body's not. So that's what inspires me, making the greatest costume. Like in my diorama class, my city building class, he wanted us to have inspirations. And I was like, dude, I just want to make things that look cool.